robust urban garlic flavor.
So DSP is having a really good week, but he won't be able to do DSP Tries It 2 times in this week because Iron Den Sakai stopped donating for now. So it's up to OnlyIcedCoffee to save the business. Let's see how it goes.
Ah, shucks. Yeah, we have no Kick support today at all. I don't know why. We got not a single sub from Kick. I don't know why people on Kick don't support the streams. I don't get it. But thank you to everyone who has. Guys, we have about a half an hour left. Please, let's get some support and hit our goal. We're so close to the goal. Let's hit it.
Is he really gonna pretend besides Iron Den Sakai, most of Kick is just LARPers that don't care about giving him money?
Even though we didn't hit the goal. All right, thank you guys. And I'll see you next time for probably near end game of Metal Gear Solid Delta. Cool. All right. All right, guys. Well, that is it for the stream. Sucks we didn't hit the goal, but what can you do? I did my best, right?
And yet sometimes your best just isn't good enough, but we all know the reality. It's because OnlyIcedCoffee or Another Whale didn't show up and support the stream. That's all it is.
I really don't know what happened because previously playing this game, we got a bigger audience and we had more people supporting. So I don't particularly know what happened today that basically the support died down. I have no clue.
The whale that supported this didn't show up today. That's all it was. Not rocket science, Phil.
So yeah, I don't know what happened. Again, it's another stream where we had good support, but we didn't hit the goal. So it looks like this DSP Tries It is going to be quite a ways off, you know, which isn't the end of the world, but it does suck because I really wanted to do Katsu Burger again. And it looks like it's just going to take forever to hit this goal. We're getting support, but not enough to hit the goal. So,
Phil is such a broken record. Mind you, he already did DSP Tries It on Sunday, so he wants it always to be at the end of the week because he can pressure his fans throughout the week, so it's kind of hard to squeeze money out of your fans when you already did DSP Tries It. So he wants 2 a week now, so he can go back to his routine of getting 1 on Thursday or Friday, and the next week and so on.
Tomorrow night, if I can get Ballad of Gay Tony working, it'll be Ballad of Gay Tony. I'm going to see if I can get that working during the break here. I'll try to finish with my dinner a little early, get in the office and try to mess with that and see if I can get it working. If not, then tomorrow night we're going to do a chill session, a closet clean out where we actually finish what we started in July. Remember, we got pretty far, but we didn't finish the closet clean out. So I actually want to wrap that up, going through the rest of my decorations and things, my classic gaming collection and more, to figure out what we've got.
Yeah, he wants to do the most boring stuff on screen, like chores, and demand that you pay him money for it. This is ridiculous. He promised a game, and he's not delivering the game, despite having a month to check if the DLC was compatible or not.
2 hours later.
I think there was a checkpoint right there, but it's hard to tell. There's been no cutscenes. You know whenever there's a cutscene that's going to be a major checkpoint. Oh, come on. Let there be a cutscene soon. All right, you know what? This is definitely where we're going to hold off then from there. Because now I have to get the ammo again. I'm not going to do that. All right. Good progress, though. And if there's 5 acts, I would say probably 2 streams more to beat it. Probably once we'll get probably through Act 3 into Act 4. Maybe the finale will be Act 5. I don't know how hard the end of the game is. But it's been a wild ride, has it? It's a pretty good game. And by the way, thank you to Princess Luna. Princess Luna did a $13 super chat at the end there and said, excuse me, said, go! We hit the goal. So thank you so much. Princess Luna. Let's hit that goal, shall we? We're now at 43 out of 50. And let's celebrate hitting tonight's goal. Okay, I ran out of breath. Thank you for supporting Gears of War Reloaded tonight and getting me to 43 goals, everybody. Alrighty. Thank you so much. All right. There will be more Gears of War Reloaded probably early next week. You know, the next couple days I'm booked and I have Saturday off. But I'm liking the campaign. I like how it controls and how it looks. There are a few things about it that are a little bit annoying, to be frank. There are. But it's a game from 2006. It's 19 years old. You know, they definitely improved this series over time. But I like it. I like the different sets and the different places we're going now. It's pretty cool. So I will return with more Gears next week. Thank you to everyone who chilled, relaxed, and supported tonight. See you next time. What a night, huh? We did some good work in Gears, had some fun, and we hit a goal, which I'm very happy for. Obviously, we didn't even hit a goal earlier today for Metal Gear Solid, if you can believe it, but we hit it for Gears. So thank you guys. Right now, Gears is being very well supported as a playthrough.
Yes, and because OnlyIcedCoffee was here and supported to the hit the goal, it was an awesome stream.
Tomorrow night, yes, finally, for real this time. Okay? For real. Tomorrow night is the premiere of the Ballad of Gay Tony here on DSP Gaming. It's actually happening. I got the mods working. We're good to go. Tomorrow night, Ballad of Gay Tony will happen. Be here finally for the hype. Okay?
Ah, good for you, Phil. You got it fixed in under 24 hours. I'm impressed. So whoever was helping you with the mods, they did a good job. So now let's see what Phil says about the daily wrap. He's most likely going to complain. I'm just going to put up the weekly totals so far so you can see that Phil has nothing to complain about.
Which I can definitely say, compared to some of the disappointments of yesterday, was actually a really good day.
Yeah, he actually played 2 games he could boot up, and he got money for it. Go figure.
So let's talk all about it, shall we? So first off, there was no podcast this morning. Instead, I went right into Metal Gear Solid Delta because I wanted to make maximum progress in the game. The good news is I made great progress in the game today.
I think I need to start keeping track if he does a podcast or not, because I feel like that's important. I feel like if he jumps right into gameplay, that it hurts his stream revenue.
But I will say this. We didn't hit the goal today on the Metal Gear stream.
And here comes the salt, because the first time he played it, he got over $360, and the second time, he got $860. Now, the latter was pumped up by Iron Den Sakai, but even before that, he had close to $250. So yeah, DSP is going to scold his audience because he made basically half besides that whale, so the support is diminishing very quickly. It's a third of what it was on the first stream.
And I'm going to just say this right now, okay? At first, it was my intention to skip Metal Gear Solid Delta. I thought, this is a game I've already played twice, okay? It would make a lot more sense for me to play the 2 new games, Silk Song and Chronos, right? People yelled at me and said, oh no, Phil, don't you know your history with Metal Gear? This playthrough will be epic. This playthrough will be absolutely insane. You must play Metal Gear Solid Delta. People will come out and they will support in droves if you play this game. I will say that did happen for the first stream, but second stream, did okay. We did hit the goal, but it was okay. Attendance dwindled. Today, attendance was even lower.
Okay, Phil, way to make up your own narrative. I could say $250 is not just okay, you're well exceeding where you're supposed to be. Even if Iron Den Sakai charges back all that money he dropped on you, which he most likely won't, you're doing very well with this playthrough. You're just trying to make it seem like it's not, so your dents will feel guilty and they'll pay up.
Take a look at the views at YouTube. The first group of videos did good, the second group, This next group, not getting many views.
Well, newsflash, Phil, that happens all the time. You get big day 1 hype, and then you struggle to get support afterwards.
So, it's much like everything, right? If there's a hot new release, usually people will follow me playing that release for most of it, because it's a hot new game, first time watching me play it. But a lot of these re-releases and things, people will tune in for like one time for nostalgia's sake, and then after that, they're like, meh, pshaw, it's the same, or it's not that different. No kidding.
So if you know that, why don't you just play it once on a really long stream? I think you're just complaining because you didn't hit a goal by $30 again. This is how you act, Phil. We know you don't like the games. You're just gonna scold your fans and make it their fault. Oh, you want viewer's choice? Well, you better support it or I'm yanking the game immediately.
Like, that was actually what I was trying to tell you guys. Like, everyone said that it was the same as the original game. But yeah, like, I would have skipped it. But it seems like now, here we are, over half into the game. You know, now we're roughly around, like, say, 10 hours into the game. And people are already getting bored at the end. It's like, I don't know what else to tell you. I knew it was going to be the same game. That's why I wanted to skip it, right?
And that's very telling about how Phil runs his business. He's not entertaining by himself to show you old games. He needs that new flashy paint to cover for the fact that his commentary and his gameplay is boring. That's why he hates these releases. And that's why those releases usually struggle. This one isn't struggling yet. it may struggle when it's getting closer to the finish line because he says he only has 1 or 2 streams to finish it. But yeah, Darkside Phil is not an entertaining gaming streamer.
Thing is, I am enjoying myself with it, but it's not surprising to now see that we're not hitting support goals and attendance is dwindling when we're playing this game. Anyway, that's how the first stream went.
Yeah, now Phil's gonna blame his audience just because they failed to hit 1 goal, even though they've hit 7 goals in 3 playthroughs, even though that was inflated by 4, thanks to Iron Dent Sakai. He's blaming his fans for him being uninteresting. He's blaming his fans for him ultimately going with what they wanted. It's like, who sits here and takes this? It's like, I would have been gone if I was an actual fan of Phil years ago, because this is just ridiculous.
Okay? I have good news to report. After last night's absolute disaster stream, I got help from the people who originally got the mods working for GTA 4 for me. We worked on it together. I got the Ballad of Gay Tony DLC working in GTA 4. So that means we will be playing it tomorrow. I will talk about that in a second, but all that disaster from yesterday, that stupid disaster night stream, we came back from it. We will be doing GTA tomorrow, okay? Finally, I know the anticipation. People are going crazy and like, you said you were going to do it. You still didn't do it. Well, now we can do it, okay? Cool.
Yeah, lucky for Phil that his fan was available and willing to help him on such short notice. Of course, he probably doesn't fully appreciate that.
Now, tonight was Gears of War Reloaded. And the good news about this was we had more viewers and good engagement because this time I had already told you guys I was going to do the campaign stream ahead of time.
Yeah, one of the things that Phil has probably pigeonholed himself with is the only people that are going to watch his streams are the people that are actually enamored with getting daily schedule updates. So his real fans will show up when they're told 10,000 times to show up. Other people will just see on Raw Phil, hey, Phil's playing this today. Okay, I'll click on it and see if he fails at it. Because if you happen to have never seen Phil before and stumbled upon one of his live streams somehow, him talking about the schedule for 15 minutes will make you want to click off very soon.
So those people who were excited for the campaign did show up, did engage, and did support. We did hit the support goal.
To add clarity to his gaslighting here, he only hit the goal because OnlyIcedCoffee was there. If OnlyIcedCoffee and his socks weren't there, Phil most likely would not have hit the goal either.
So I just want you to think about this. Gears of War Reloaded. We actually hit the support goal and had better attendance on a late stream than we had earlier in the day for Metal Gear Solid Delta. And we didn't hit a goal for Delta, and we hit it for Gears.
Yeah, which is why I think really not doing a podcast hurts him, because he gets an audience from the podcast that kind of spills over into the games. With the games, you don't hear Phil talking much, so what are you there for?
Could it be because I've never played Gears before? Could it be because I challenged myself and I'm playing it on hardcore?
No, it's because OnlyIcedCoffee was there and he was really desperate to give you money.
But hey, I'm pleased with how that went. It actually, of course I raged. There's many times during this game where, especially playing on hardcore, it's kind of cheesy and unfair, but I'm making progress. We're still making, we're actually more than halfway through Act 3. You know, the game has 5 acts, and we are, I think, nearing the end of Act 3 at this point. So I'm liking the game. I'm having fun with it. People are liking the playthrough, and they're supporting it. So
here's where I don't get this man. He's played this game 3 times, like Solid Snake, and it's objectively doing worse. He has tunnel vision where he only thinks about the day of. So since I got $30 more because OnlyIcedCoffee was there, it is objectively the better playthrough, despite it performing worse. You can't make this up. I think what Phil is thinking is like Solid Snake is not going to last long, but Gears, he can play it for months on multiplayer, so that's why he's trying to hype it up and say that it's really supported, so he gets his fans into the rhythm of supporting the game. Or also, he probably knows OnlyIcedCoffee is giving him money for this game, so he's like, yeah, I better keep that up.
Tomorrow night, it will be the premiere of the Ballad of Gay Tony DLC with mods here on DSP Gaming. I know it took forever, but it's finally coming tomorrow night. I promise you, I tested it. It works. We're doing it tomorrow.
He expects $300 plus for that, and he expects Iron Dent Sakai to come in on another sock account and give him even more money on top of that.
And just keep in mind, Friday, the premiere of Cronus: The New Dawn, hot new survival horror game.
Yeah, survival horror games perform very iffy on DSP's channel. He usually plays them to the end anyway because they're normally very short.
and Friday night is the return of Friday night fights. The first time I'm playing fighting games on a Friday night in like weeks.
And for some reason, I kid you not, it only hits the goal when he plays it on Friday night. No idea why. A gamer whose bread and butter is fighting games can't get his fans to give him money for fighting games, except on Fridays. But he can get money for pretty much every other game. It baffles me.
Listen, I'm not upset that we didn't hit the goal for Metal Gear.
Except that you make it part of your daily ritual that you upload these videos after the fact where you complain about not getting enough money on stream.
I'm just like, kind of like I told you so.
Phil, the numbers prove you wrong. Now, if this happened on a scale of like 20 streams, you'd probably be right. But as of right now, Metal Gear Solid is more supported than Gears of War. Even if you take out the Iron Dent Sakai money, it still is by a lot.
Because I knew playing Metal Gear Solid 3 for the third time, it wasn't going to do anything for people. I think that actually the Redemption run, you know, which was what, 7 years ago, that actually got a lot more attention and hype because people just wanted to see me play it a second time. Third time is like, you're not going to get that much attention, you know?
Yeah, he's pretending he is just as popular as he was 7 years ago. Like, during that time, he was like, what, 2,000 people concurrently on Twitch? It's not the same.
So it is what it is, but hey, I'm going to stick with it now that we're almost done with it, okay?
But by the way you were talking about it, it sounds like you only have 1 or 2 more streams to do of it, so it's not a big deal whether you commit or quit regardless. It sounds like you're just looking for an excuse to complain about this game. That's all it is. And now you have an excuse, even though it's very flimsy. Yeah, OnlyIcedCoffee gave you a huge boost today, because if he didn't help you hit the goal, your daily wrap would have been entirely different. It wouldn't have been talking about the quality of the games. It would have been talking about, hey, we didn't hit a goal on either of these games, instead of saying, hey, yours is better than Solid Snake because I hit a goal on one and I didn't hit the goal on the other, which is very odd. It's $30. It's not a huge amount of money, but he knows it's very narrow. He's just gonna pretend that it's a big, colossal difference because he wants to have things his way, and he wants to let it be known that his way is the right way always.
All right, it always works, so we'll do it again. Let's get our first tip of the day, and let's get one more sub over on Kick right now at this very moment. I have incredible arm stamina, and I will keep pointing.